Hey guys, hello everybody. I'm here again, recording now to talk to you about lesson 4. Today is me and my friend here, Elvira. She is going to watch the class with you guys. Okay, so here we go, guys. Lesson 4. Very important to understand what is the focus of the lesson, the grammatical part. The focus of the lesson is about simple present. And simple present, guys, is 80% of the entire English you are going to use for the rest of your life. So it is very important to study, to understand the uses, and pay attention in two important situations about simple present. Okay, so here we go. Let me open the material for you. All right, so let's go, people. Okay, so the grammar session, lesson 4 of the season 1. Let's go. The simple present. Okay, so what is important to understand in simple present? First, we separate simple present in two parts. One part for I, you, we, and they, okay, is one structure. And the second part is for the third person singular. He, she, it, we. Pay attention, we study next lesson. Here, concentrate in this person. I, you, we, and they. Okay? So what the attention, the two things you need to have attention. Okay? First, in the situations to use. In what situation we use a simple present? Okay? So we use the simple present to talk about routines, habits, or frequent actions. Things you do in your routine every day. You work every day. You study every day. You brush your teeth every day. You sleep every day. So your routine, okay? Or, for example, a habit or a frequent action. I play soccer every Saturday. So is my frequent action. Every Saturday, I play soccer. Or a habit. I smoke is my habit. So in these sentences are the sentences we use simple present. Okay? And second, very important thing, one of the most important thing about simple present, that is the structure. Okay? So in my affirmative, guys, our structure always is this, never changes. Okay? So we have the subject, the verb, that is the action of your sentence: work, study, dance, play, sleep. The action is the verb. And the complement you decide to use. Okay? Every time my structure in affirmative is this: subject, verb, and complement. All right? So in this order. Okay? In negative, we use the auxiliary verb and not to make my sentence negative. So we maintain the subject. Now we introduce the auxiliary verb that for I, you, we, and they is the auxiliary verb do. Not obvious is negative. The verb, again, that is the action of the sentence, and the complement. So, for example, I work every day. The negative, I do not work every day, or I don't, okay? The contraction of do and not, don't. So I work every day, I subject, work, verb, every day, complement. In negative, I do not work every day. I subject, do not, auxiliary verb plus not, the verb work, and the complement every day. I do not work every day. Okay? And in the interrogative, we only alterate the position of your auxiliary verb. Your auxiliary verb starts the sentence. So we start the sentence with the auxiliary verb, in this case, the auxiliary verb do, okay? We repeat the subject, repeat the verb, that is the action of your sentence, and repeat the complement. So in my original sentence, I work every day. The negative, I do not work every day. And in the interrogative, do I work every day? Do, the auxiliary verb, I, my subject, work, my verb, my action, every day, my complement. So it's methodical, no creation, no invention. It's chun, 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 simple. Okay? Remember, attention, attention, attention. Auxiliary verb only in negative and interrogative sentences, never in affirmative. And what is the pegadinha do malandro of simple present? When we use the verb to do in the sentence. So for example, guys, if I put my sentence here, I do my exercise every day. Attention to the structure. I is my subject. Do is my verb in affirmative. No auxiliary. So the second word in the sentence is the verb, is the action. Do. I do. And the complement, my exercise every day. This is the order of my sentence. Okay? So very good. Now we have to use this sentence in negative. So if we follow the structure, I have my subject, I, my auxiliary verb plus not, do not. And here is the problem. People forget that do is the verb. So they make the sentence, I do not. I do not my exercise every day. João, I need to check. Yes, you need to check. So here you have I, subject, perfect, okay. Do not, auxiliary verb plus not, perfect. And the third part of your structure is your verb. And where is your verb? You forget to use the verb. So here, guys, do not is auxiliary plus not. And after the auxiliary verb plus not, you have to repeat your verb. And the action of your sentence is the verb to do. So I do not, or I don't, do my exercise every day. Okay, João, don't do is strange. Yes, but it's normal. One is the auxiliary verb plus not, and the other do is the verb, the action of your sentence. Because in negative, we have auxiliary verb and the action verb. We only don't use auxiliary verb in affirmative. Okay? And with the same idea, people, the auxiliary verb to make the interrogative, we start with the auxiliary verb, do, the subject, I, and now you have to put the verb. What is the verb of your sentence? The verb is the verb to do. So do I, do, and repeat the complement. My exercise every day. So, do I do my exercise every day? João, do I do is strange. Yes, but the first do is the auxiliary verb here, following the structure. Repeat the subject, I, repeat the verb, and my verb is the verb to do. So do I do, and after you repeat the complement. Do I do my exercise every day? Okay? So remember pegadinha do malandro. What is the pegadinha do malandro? When your verb, your action is the verb to do. Because people confuse and forget to use don't do in negative. Don't is the auxiliary and do is the verb. And in the interrogative, do I do? Why? Do auxiliary verb, I the subject, do is the action of your sentence. Okay? Very, very, very important, guys. So attention here. Okay? Continuing here. Here, the structure of the simple present, a repetition of the structure, okay? Concentrate here in the subject, I, you, we, and they, he, she, it, we speak next class, okay? So I, you, we, they speak. Okay, so here I speak, he speaks, they live, okay, she lives, he and she, we work next lesson, okay? In the negative, I, you, we, they don't, we are using the auxiliary verb plus not, speak. We don't speak, okay? We don't need, they don't like. You are using the auxiliary verb, okay? Remember that the base form of the infinitive is not present in your sentence. So you never use I don't to go. I don't go. You don't to speak. You don't speak. Okay? Very important here. And in question, you only invert the position of your verb to be. Oh, sorry, your auxiliary verb. So your auxiliary verb starts the sentence. Okay, so do, in this case, does. Next lesson, but in this lesson, do I, do you, do we, do they, and repeat the verb. Speak, need, like, and again, we never use the verb in infinitive. So we never use do you to like? No, do you like? Do you to go? No, do you go? And there you go. Okay? That's the way you form your sentence. And here, guys, the principal verbs we have in simple present. Okay, the verbs we use more commonly, more frequently. Okay, and here is the infinitive, like we speak in Brazil. O verbo ler, okay, is an infinitive. So the verb to read is an infinitive, and then you conjugate. Em português, eu leio, você lê, ele lê. Nós lemos, vós leis, eles leem. In English, I read, you read, we read, they read, equal for everybody. Okay, so the first one is the verb to read. This is the action, to read a book, okay? To study, the verb to study, okay, everybody knows. The verb to dance, okay? To teach, like I am doing here with you, okay? The verb to work, okay? To watch TV, to watch a film, to watch Netflix, okay? The verb is to watch. The verb to drive, okay? When you drive, you get your car, bus, truck, okay? And you drive. To talk when you have a conversation with somebody, so to talk. The verb to cry when you are very sad and you cry, okay? The verb to clean, to organize the things, okay? To clean the things. The verb to go is the verb of movement, okay? To go to your house, to go to work, to go to Paris. It's always referring to a movement, okay? The verb to take, and in this case here, to take a shower, to take a bath, okay, is a synonymous of to take a shower, very important, very common, okay? The verb to wake up, and here, attention, to wake up, guys, when you are sleeping, and then you wake up. This is to wake up. When you open your eyes, you wake up, okay? And the verb to get up is when you get up from your bed, or in this case of the old lady, when the lady falls and then gets up. Okay, so it's a movement to wake up, only open your eyes. Get up is a movement without out of your bed. Okay, so to get up involves a movement. To wake up, only open your eyes. Okay, the verb to run, when you run, like Usain Bolt, okay, you run. The verb to turn, and then you have two options, turn on or turn off. A TV, a computer, a cellular phone, okay, a light, all right, you turn on or you turn off. The verb to travel, when you go on vacation or work, but it's also related to a movement. To travel is a delocation of places, okay? And finally, the verb to sleep, okay, is one of the most common verbs we routinely use, okay? When you are tired, end of your day, you go to bed and you sleep. Okay, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this class. Simple present is, as the name says, very simple, but it is methodical. You need attention. Situations to use, number one, and structure. Structure in the affirmative, structure of the negative, and structure of your interrogative. Remember, auxiliary verbs only in negative and interrogative. All right, people? See you next class. Bye-bye, everybody.